October, I've realized I haven't reviewed any major horror movies. I apologize if I sound congested. I'm very sick. And I realized I should make up for that. Of course, I reviewed stuff like Halloween Kills and stuff, but I haven't reviewed any like older horror movies, which is something I like to do during October. Now, there's 12 of these Friday the 13th movies, so I'm not reviewing every single one. But why not every single year go through at least one of them, pop out a review? And let's start with the very first one, which I watched for the second time. I don't remember my first time watching this movie. I just remember that I did watch it once. And I can see why I didn't remember the first time in this movie. Because this movie isn't like the rest of the series at all. This movie is about Jason, is what you would think, right? But it's not. This movie is a murder mystery where Jason's mother is killing people at camp because he died at camp. And then, there's a twist with that. The rest of the movies are Jason. This movie is not Jason. So the main protagonist of the series isn't in this movie. So it's a really dumb movie, and it's very slowly paced because there are really good kills in this movie. But they're so slow. This movie's so slow. Like, almost nothing happens throughout a lot of this film. And it's just like, you watch kids, like these teenagers at camp, they make out or they do something. Then someone kills them off screen. I mean, you see the kill on screen, but you don't know who's killing them because it's a murder mystery, right? And that's the film. And there's some cool kills, like Kevin Bacon's character has an awesome death scene. That's really cool. But throughout most of the film, it's not a very good movie. And it's not really what most people consider out of Friday the 13th. I think I would still recommend this movie in the sense that this movie's kind of become a classic. But I don't think it's become a classic because it's a good movie. I think it's become a classic because it's a part of a larger series that's really fun to watch. But it's weird because I don't think most people acknowledge that this isn't even really like the rest of the series. This is not a normal Friday the 13th movie at all. The first Halloween movie has Michael. The first Nightmare on Elm Street movie has Freddy. Doesn't have that at all. And there's nothing wrong with that. I think it still works and it's fun. But it's just odd to think about that we have this series of movies where all this happens and there's no Freddy. Or not Freddy, Jason. So, it's interesting. It's an interesting start to this series that I kind of enjoyed, but I don't think it holds up very well. And I think that's kind of the sense of this whole franchise. This whole franchise is a fun franchise to watch. It's very 80s. It's very of its time. It doesn't hold up very well, but that's kind of the charm of it. It has fun with it. And But we'll talk about that more as we get into the rest of the series year by year. Basically, I'm going to do what Chris Duckman does. If you know Chris Duckman, every single year on his channel, on Halloween, he reviews a Halloween movie, right? I'm not going to review one on Halloween. Obviously, this review is not being posted on Halloween, but I will review a Friday the 13th movie every year for the month of October, and I'll basically do what he does. So, see you guys next year.